Thank you so much for joining our show. With apologies to Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men, was Joe Biden right to order the code red? In other words, is this an emergency that warrants executive action?
Well, good to be with you. And look, the code red emergency is American families who are struggling already, paying way too much at the pump, when they go to the grocery store, anywhere else, for all of the high prices that are caused by what Joe Biden's already done, all under the name of global warming and climate change and the Green New Deal. They are wrecking the economy and raising costs on everybody, while the president jets all around on Air Force One. He just came back from Saudi Arabia begging them to produce oil. We actually produce it cleaner in America, less carbon footprint to get it in America than anywhere in the world. If there is going to be oil produced anywhere, it should be right here, and yet Joe Biden's shutting it down. That's increasing carbon emissions globally. So it's Biden's policies that are increasing carbon emissions, and his answer is to try to wreck the economy even more and raise prices on families even more. Even Democrats in his own party have rejected that here in Congress. He just doesn't get it. He won't listen to his own advisors or people that understand what he's doing to hurt families right now with higher costs.
Yeah, you know, Congressman, the New York Times poll just shows that only 1% of the American people believe that climate change is the greatest issue facing America right now. Majority of Americans, they're focused on inflation and gas prices. So what's, from a political standpoint, what's going on here? Is he getting bad advice, or do they really believe that this 1% will move the needle for him?
What we've seen from the very first day Joe Biden became president is he turned his agenda over to the most radical leftists that we see. He's got all of Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren's people making decisions that are raising costs for everybody. The AOC crowd. What they're doing is hurting American jobs, hurting American manufacturing. And who benefits? China, Russia. If you look around the Middle East, I mean, again, he's begging Saudi Arabia to produce oil. All of those countries emit more carbon to make the same thing. China's building a coal plant every single week while he's shutting things down in America. They love beating up on America. That's one thing they're really good at, but nobody does it better than America. So if we're going to be making things, whether it's energy or manufacturing products that people buy, we should be doing more of it here and going and focusing on those countries that are creating the problem. Stop crushing American jobs and raising costs on families.
So well
we are
said.
putting it on a T for China. Speaking of baseball references, Congressman, in 2017, you were shot during a congressional baseball game practice. Now a left-wing group shut down D.C. is saying this, quote, "We disrupted Brett Kavanaugh's steak dinner, and we will disrupt the congressional baseball game. The monsters tearing apart our country deserve no peace. If hundreds of us turn out to the congressional baseball game this month and risk arrest, there's a real chance we could shut the whole thing down." What was your reaction, Congressman, when you first heard this call to unrest?
You know, it's here we go again. The left just wants to disrupt everything. This is a game, by the way, that raises money for charities in D.C. We last year raised over $1.5 million for local groups like Boys and Girls Club, and they want to shut that down. I guess they don't care about those kids that benefit from this. You know, it's one opportunity where Republicans and Democrats can come together to do something good, and that's what they want to shut down. It shows you how out of touch the left is with hardworking Americans. You know, it's baseball. People enjoy this game. They enjoy coming out and seeing people doing something that are helping other people. Maybe if they tried to maybe go work with some of those local charities instead of trying to wreck economies and shut things down, this world would be a better place.
Yeah, we saw protests in Brett Kavanaugh's neighborhood. There was a very serious death threat against his life. DOJ so far hasn't done much about it. This tweet and this call to action to affect the congressional baseball game is something that the president could address in advance. So far, he has not. We will see. By the way, I'm going to be at the congressional baseball game, so I'll see you there.
We want to see you back out here, Carly. You're our good luck charm last year when the Republicans won. We want you back.